Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bruce and this is Trusted Russ, where we work on rusty old farm equipment, typically tractors. You might see a car or truck in the mix once in a while too. If you've been following along, this might look backwards. See here? Tractor split. So when I'm filming and working on something, and this might happen to a lot of people in the YouTube world, if you get distracted, especially with talking to you guys and trying to do this and multitasking, you end up losing track of what you've done. And what I did here was after we got it running, I went back and did a nut and bolt check on the flywheel, and one was loose. So put the wrench on it and tried to go a little tighter, and the head of the bolt snapped off. Great. So I had 5 bolts out of 6 in that pressure plate. So I split it. Only took like 2 hours, I think, something like that, maybe 2.5. Split it. Well, actually, I tried fixing it through this access hole to where you can adjust the clutch in there. I tried getting a pair of vice grips on it and to see if I could back it out, and I could not do it. So last thing I wanted to do is split the tractor again. But I was able to get a vice grip on it. I don't know what I did with it. I was able to get a hold of that broken off bolt and get it out. So it's all taken care of. Actually, it might be, yep, there it is. There we go. The broken bolt. So that was what was left in there. I was able to get a hold of that right there. And I was surprised I got it to move. And of course, each time you get it to move, you're able to grab more and more until I just spun the thing out. And this is where we're at now. Split in half. I'm going to put this back together. Then what else? I did some sheet metal work on the grill shell. Let me get you, I'll show you what I've done. Right here. Let me get you off of here. There we go. Oh, so this side is the good side. Looks decent. There's some dents, small dents up here. I don't know if I have them all completely, but I think this is back to where it's supposed to be. But this is the side. Yeah, that's the side that was caved in. Lay that down to get some better light on it. I had a little hammer in there. You can see the shiny metal there. I did some there. But this was where you can still see the lines right here and right here. That is where it was smashed in that way, which caved all this in, out, in. It was all in. So I got that fixed, and then some beading down here. I got this lip, because this grill piece, you slide it up in on an angle this way, then you lay it back, and you get this, you start sliding this back down, and you get these ends or corners, or the whole bottom, inside of here, and that kind of pinches it. Then there's a clip right here that it slides into. There we go. There's the clip. Now you don't have to have the clip to be able to get that to stay. You can see the top. The sides are on the front of that lip. There's the bottom. There's a shiny mark where I did a lot of beading. This is still a little wavy, but it's hidden by the grill shell. So I'm not worried about it. I'm pretty happy with that. I do have another grill shell out hanging in the parts room, but it's not as good. I think that's the only spare grill insert that I have, and it's not perfect, but I got that from Postma's years ago, and it was hanging on the wall over there next to the clock. So I pulled that down and put it into service. So that's beat out straight, and then over here, the radiator. This was caved in, and if you sight down it, it's still got a bit of a wow to it. This side's kind of wowed the other way going out. This here's bent in. You can see the core itself kind of bent, but then I painted it. Wire brushed it, the hand pad, and cleaned it up and made it look decent. Doesn't mean it won't leak, but these cooling systems are very low to no pressure. You know, maybe a pound or something. It's very little. So I'm gonna go put that together, and then I'll come back to you guys. Well, as you can see, tractor is back together in half. The pressure plate is bolted down tight without breaking a bolt this time. So that's tight, that's tight. So when I was trying to slap this thing together, trying to make sure it's going to run before I really started putting a lot more time into this, release the engine, I put the side cover on right here. I put that on without any gasket maker. I did not buy a new gasket. I just put it back on. So tractor's back together, and I'm going to clean the oily mess up, put some gasket sealer on it, and then I think we're going to move on to the radiator. So I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear the rain? It's been pouring or dumping for about an hour now. And then it just started ramping up, getting harder. It is like 10 minutes to 4, April 7th, so we're getting our April showers. Look how gray it is. I mean, I'm not comparing to any other parts of the country, but this is something else for us. And for it to rain this hard for this long. I mean, it has in the past, and of course you get flooding and whatnot, but I shut the door because the lights in there go blinky, blinky, blinky. Makes the camera do funny things. In other news, I got a new blister right there. I was doing the jack stands, after getting them out of there after I set it down. I was even wearing my gloves, and I went to lift it, and I thought I had my hand away far enough, and I didn't. Got pinched. Ouch. Alright, I just started wiping this up. I'm going to get back to it, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, I just learned something that I haven't read or been told about as far as doing an engine swap from a Z to an R. What I just learned, and I had to struggle for a few minutes, is that the fan blades on a Z are wider and the shaft is deeper. The R is shallower shaft as far as how far the fan reaches into the fan shroud, and then has smaller blades. And let's take a look. So there you go. That's the Z blade. I went and got this off the R engine in the parts room, and there you go. About 5/8 difference. There we go. All the blades all the way around. And now we'll look at how, let's see, I have to stand up. So what I'm talking about is right here. This is longer than the R. The R is smaller in diameter, it's a little heavier. So I've got the Z one As you saw labeled, I'm going to put that in the parts room. We'll slap the R fan blade on the Z engine right here behind me. Let's take a look so you can see. This is the Z blade in my hand, and if you turn it, it hits the shroud. There's barely any clearance to the top and bottom. Put that in there, and it's going to sit right about here, and it's got lots of room. Ouch. Okay, that's it for that public announcement. I need to get back out, put the Z blade away, put the Formula H away, so I can close the parts room before we get another dumping of rain. So, see you in a few. Well, I just learned something else too, and I already took care of it. The fan belt is shorter, smaller, on our Moline. So, guess what? Take the fan belt off, the Z motor here, go back out to the parts room, get the R belt off the R engine, swap them. I marked the Z belt again, so I'm not guessing what I got it off of. Now, let's try the radiator. Ooh, I think that's a much better fit. A little bit further right there. A little tweaking. We're lined up with the holes. That's it. Look at that. Lots of space. At first I thought I overstretched the sheet metal on the hood and the fan shroud, and I thought it had just caved in too much, so I could not figure out what the heck was going on. Going back and forth between my other R over here, he started looking and sizing up things, and then it started to make sense. So for right now, I'm not going to put the radiator hoses on, the lower or upper. I do have a brand new thermostat. I got it off of Amazon. It's 180 degree. It looks like a standard thermostat off a car. I'll show you the second. This is what came off. This is what came out of the R. It was actually installed like this. The other one's just a regular thermostat you can get at the parts store. So that was handy. Clean that neck up. It was pretty rotted and dirty, so we got that taken care of. Let's see. I'm going to show you how these radiators or grills and everything are bolted on here. So I'm going to move you over to here. Alright, first I'm going to put the bolt down in here. Then I'll show you how this grill moves. And it sucks too because it ends up peeling the paint off. So we're going to put this down so we can have some lifting action up on this. Okay, there's that. Screwdriver, just stick it inside in between and lift up. See how it wants to kick out. Normally it doesn't do that, so that means this still isn't quite right. So get a few bolts in here. Looks like you can actually get 5 up here, 1, then 2, 3, and then 4 and 5. Don't know that I'm going to go that far. It doesn't look like they have had any for quite a while. So I'm not going to do that for now. I'll probably regret it later. But 2. Oh. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to lift this back up. That is pretty dang solid. There should be, I think, one more on the back side. We're not going to worry about for now until I forget about it and I have an accident. So now, it's still not high enough. There we go. Here's your screwdriver. You got to get these corners in and bring it back down. So insert the screwdriver down here. Keep your fingers clear. See that one inside, that one didn't. Oh boy. There we go. Try it again. Don't get your fingers caught. I don't need another blister. Got that one and lost this one. It's going to be a constant battle at this point. Here we go. Keep it in. It should go down now. What the heck? Well, I had it in there, right? Everybody saw it. And that's why you don't want your hand in there. So once it goes, it slams in and that's going to hurt. Exactly what I was afraid of. Okay. That's good for now. Well, everybody, that's it. We got it back together. We got the side cover sealed up. Got the radiator cleaned up. Hopefully it holds water like I tested. Got everything to fit. We learned that the fan shaft is longer on a Z and will not fit in our radiator. And the fan blades on a Z are a little bit longer as well. Other than that, clutch is back together, which is the whole reason we took it. I had to take it apart. We had that one bolt that was turning that shouldn't be turning, which actually broke, which we got out. What else? I guess next video we're going to take the transmission top off and figure out why the thing's not shifting, and we'll inspect the gears, make sure everything's okay inside. After that, I think we start putting this thing together to pull. I mean, I still got to figure out what I'm going to run for wheels on the back of this thing. As far as I can tell, I got 3-inch axles, and ours are what, 2.5, and Z's are 2 3/4. But a Z starts at 3-inch, and then it looks like it necks down to 2 3/4, which I have hubs for Z. So we'll have to figure that out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.